Greetings, everyone. I have a message that has been wanting to come through for a while now, and going to give a disclaimer prior to sharing what wants to be expressed is that this may be triggering to you, and that's okay. Our triggers are here to show us our shadows and show us where we are giving our power away. So if by any means this message or myself ends up triggering you, then that is perfectly fine. So really what I want to share today on here is how the collective shadows that are arising are not any of our individual responsibility. Now, yes, we are all collectively responsible energetically for co-creating things that manifest in society, but really I want to address other lightworkers who have been on this path for a while now and who have been doing consistent shadow work. Many of us feel responsible to take forced action, to even share our voice, to do things that may not be actually exciting to our soul. And this is a reminder for us to hold the frequency that we have been holding and to not let an event take us off path or distract us from our missions here. And if you're a light worker who's been doing consistent shadow work and you have personally addressed the shadow of, quote, racism, then it is not your responsibility to do or take any forced action because this is what is arising and being purged from the collective now. But yes, we are here to hold space for people as they are healing that shadow aspect. Yes, we can convey compassion and love and extend those things to people as they work through the particular shadow of racism and violence and those things that are arising. But if you have individually and personally dealt with this shadow, it is not your responsibility to force yourself to play into this narrative, to play into this propaganda. This is a war on our consciousness. We've been in a war on consciousness in the sense that the things that are happening in the outside world, there's more than meets the eye. There's more than what you can see or interpret with your five senses even. And truly the message that wants to come through is that we should all each individually be following our own highest excitement. Now, if your highest excitement is to address racism, is to speak about it, is to organize peaceful protests and events, then go for it. That is your role. You are here to do that. We are not all here to do that. We are all here to hold our individual frequency, to share our unique individual gifts, and it's going to look different for everybody. Now, like I said, this does not mean we are here to ignore what's going on, but we are here to, again, extend compassion and hold space for those who are going through these heavier, denser emotions as these world events are played out. We're not bypassing that by any means, but we are not each individually responsible for taking action just because somebody else is telling you to take action. We all have our own higher mind. We all have connection to our intuition and to our soul, which is guiding the way for us. Now, if you are not excited about sharing on this topic or speaking about it, then you are not being called to do that. We each have our own inner compass. The way that our higher mind, the way that our soul speaks to us is through excitement, through the things we're passionate about. So when we take action on those things that we are actually passionate and excited about, we are in alignment with our core frequency, with our core essence, and we are sharing our gifts with the world. So this is a reminder for those who have been doing this work. Yes, hold compassion. Yes, be aware. Yes, extend that compassion to the rest of the world. But we are not here to withhold our gifts from humanity because someone is telling you to be silent. I know for me, I am not here to be silent. I've been silent before. I've been silenced in other lives. I've been killed. I've been persecuted in other lives for sharing my voice. But you know what is the most exciting thing for me to do right now? Is for me to share my voice. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of being persecuted in this lifetime. It's happened to me many times before. I am here to powerfully express and to share my voice. I am here to fully stand and fully embody my gifts. I'm not going to let anything stop me. I've been doing the work. I've been showing up. I've been doing the shadow work. All the work we've been doing behind the scenes. This is what we've been training for. So as for me, I will continue to share my gifts. I will not hide back in fear. I will not withhold my gifts from humanity, because then I would be withholding the unconditional love, the unique frequency, the healing powers that I have. By withholding my gifts would be doing a disservice to humanity, would be doing a disservice to the world. So this is a reminder to fully stand into your gifts. Follow your excitements, follow your passions. Do not be distracted by what is going on in the outside world. We are here to hold a frequency. We are here to be the peace in the eye of the storm. We are not here to be swayed and manipulated by others. We do not consent. We do not consent to the powers that were. We do not consent to their plans, to their tactics. We will not allow things outside of us to pull us away from unconditional love. And for those of you who find it necessary to flood my comments and inboxes with hateful messages, know that I will not be responding to them. I will not be outsourcing my power by arguing or giving away to that. And those who are extending those hateful things towards me, this is my message to you. I love you deeply and unconditionally. I fully accept you for where you are. I see and I feel your pain. So the more hate, the more words that you fire at me, the more I'm going to stand in my power. The more I'm going to share my voice. And most importantly, the more love I'm going to extend back to you and amplify out into the world. I'm here to be seen and be heard. We're all here to share our gifts. We're all here to fully embody not only our divinity, but our sovereignty. We are fully sovereign. We do not consent. We are here to be the light. We are here to hold the frequency. So this message is for you, for those who've been doing this work. Don't allow yourself to be silenced. Don't hide back in fear. Don't follow along with the herd mentality because someone is telling you to do something to stand for justice. Justice will be served. The victory to the light has already occurred. So, with that being said, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you know peace. May you feel loved. And most importantly, may you remember your inherent divinity.